Check this out. This is how the tomatoes are traveling to Siskola. Here in the back there is 4. I can only fit 4 plants here because they are so big. Almost 1.5 meters. And here in the back are the rest of the plants, the tomato plants. Some smaller tomatoes, my geraniums, and some other things. All of my tomatoes made it intact to Siskola. One of the bigger sun goals I gave to my neighbor, she was very happy with it. It already had some fruits coming. It was one of the biggest one. Here I can see also some tomatoes starting to form. It smells really good, and it smelled really good in the car as well. Not all this came in my car. Some of them came with my parents, and they are also here at Siskola. And the peppers as well. Together we managed to get all the tomato plants here. I just rushed to look at the garden and it's pretty dry there. The cucumbers are not looking great, and the zucchini is also quite yellow and dry. I gave the plants all the water I had gathered here, so I still have to water some more. This was just first aid. But we just came here, and I came with my car and my parents came with their car, so they can go back home and I will stay here for a longer time. And then we transported these big wooden planks that I got from my neighbor, because I'm sure we can use them here. Today my dad made this food. It is lentil stew with some sausage and peas and potatoes. Maybe potatoes, I'm not sure.
Yes, some.
Yeah. And mom made this salad. And we just came to Siskola and now we are eating. Dad is doing the McGyver again. Making some contraption to put the pump in the river or in the creek. This will be interesting to see if it works. This is like an elevator that you can lower into the creek with the pump where it's at the deepest, because there's not that much water in the creek. And then there is a lot of clay and the mud, so it's difficult to go in close to it.
Se pone así inclinado, así, en el río. Es que se pone la bomba y se va. Y ahora.
This is how it will work. You're gonna attach that there to stop it from going all into the water. The idea is interesting. Let's see if it works.
Mira cómo se mueve esto.
It's so muddy.
Mira cómo se mueve.
It's like walking on an island there. This is the experiment number 2. The first experiment was that. It didn't work that well. This is Dad's second experiment. Dad is a little bit of an inventor. He likes to do these kind of things. This is experiment number 2. But the river has very little water, so I don't know if we can get the pump deep enough to actually pump. But it looks like it's raining now, so probably we will get a little bit more water in the creek. It's just so dry now at the moment. Okay, that might work. I was very skeptical,
Just put the power.
but maybe it will work. We got an extension cord. And now we can get the water if it works all the way up here. The garden is extremely thirsty. It should rain today, but there's just a couple of drops now. It will be interesting to see if there's anything coming, and if there is, there's gonna be this muddy water here. Now I can hear the pump is on, so the pump is working. I'm using my new pathway to go up there where the pump ends. Let's see, and has the water made it up? I made it before the water, so it's pretty slow. I've been waiting a long time, but there is no water yet. Maybe it's not deep enough. There's just not enough water there. And it's too muddy to go there and dig. It is like quicksand. We are down here at the sauna, the old sauna. And as you can see, this terrace here has caved in here. So we're gonna lift this all up, all these planks. But before that, I really wanted to clean everything. Everything here is pretty green. It has this algae on top. So I'm gonna wash it with this soap that I have for algae. And you can see this is supposed to be white. And it's definitely not white anymore. Here you can see how this is. And here too. All of this green stuff will be nice when you clean it. It's 2 years since you were up on that roof, Dad. As you can see, some of these are a bit rotten here on the side because it was touching the ground. So these are not good. Those are mostly good here. Here's quite a few nails in a couple of days now.
Nice.
Look at the difference now. It's a little bit more white now. I've done like the Incas, and I put some soot on my carrots and my corn and on my turnips. And you can see there's a lot of butterflies here, all kinds, blue ones, yellow ones. It's like they're really enjoying the soot. Maybe it has some minerals. I know it has borium, so maybe the butterflies also like that. They're between the onions. It was so dry here that the corn is looking quite miserable. It was completely brown and has dead leaves. I cut some of the leaves off and it's not very green, so I really hope it recovers now, because now it rained yesterday a lot, so they have gotten enough water now. I also put some soot here. It is finally time to put the tomatoes in this final place for them, their final home. But I have so many tomatoes, I really have to pick the places for them. But I have 2 garden beds for them, so let's see what I can fit. I have 3 plants of Super Sweet 100, and then I gave away most of my big sun gold, so I have 2 small ones that they were shoots and 1 bigger one, so 3 here as well. And in this garden bed I have 2 black cherries there, 2 pear-shaped here. There's a tigerella and a Roma that I got from my friend. And then I also have these 3 plants that Nico planted in school, and my friend found out that it's actually tiny team cherry tomatoes. So I don't have a spot for them at the moment. And it looks like I'm running out of soil again. As most of you probably know, this tomato needs to go as deep as possible so it gets better root system. I will add some soil on top as well. I made these kind of hooks last year for the tomatoes, but I could only find 2 of them. I don't know where I put them. But I will attach them to the ground so that the tomato can climb up these, and I can attach them to these. Last year I had a jute string and it completely broke, so it was not a good idea. Hopefully this is a little bit more durable. This is a much younger plant. I just finally finished to plant the tomatoes, but I didn't get the space to put those last 3 small ones, the tiny tim that I had, that Nico planted. So I still have to figure out some place to put those. And the weather is so awesome today. Yesterday it was raining the whole day, and today it's very sunny and warm, but quite windy. And today I'm getting guests here, so that is nice. My niece is coming, the one that just graduated, and her mother. And they're in the car now, so any moment they're gonna call me, and I'm gonna go there to that curve so that I tell them how to drive up here, because it's not that easy.